Hey, it's your girl, Angel Lyric, Queen of Cover Music, here with the podcast on Print Media. I'm here with my co-host, Squiggleek the Entertainer.
Hey now, say now, what's up? It's your boy Squiggleek the Entertainer, the one and only. And like she said, this is On Print Media. Tap in, you feel me? Where we giving you the latest and the greatest from religion, entertainment, sports, politics, current events, and we're giving it to you raw from the jaw. And we are On Print Media. Hey, what's up with it? What's going on? It's your boy. How y'all doing out there, man? Hope everybody doing good. It's your boy Squiggleek the Entertainer.
And your girl, Angel Lyric, Queen of Cover Music.
And together we are On Print Media.
What's up, you guys?
Hey now, say now.
Tuesday, rainy outside.
Yeah, it is.
Yes, it is.
All right. So, how was your weekend, Angel?
Weekend was good.
That's good.
It was good. Very excited. Had a nice weekend down on Fremont.
It was popping.
Yeah, it was March Madness, you guys. When I say March Madness. For real.
It's going down. A lot of college basketball fans. It was a big UFC fight over the weekend as well. So, yes, it was a lot going on. And the thing about it is, it's about to be like that for the next couple of weeks because St. Patrick's Day is this weekend, Friday. Mm-hmm. The official March Madness tournaments, it was the tournaments prior. Now the official March Madness kicked in.
Yeah.
That's going on for the next couple of weeks. Then first weekend
and spring
break going down. First week of April, you got Easter. So it's a bunch of stuff going down. It is all the way up.
It's all the way
Yes, it is. Oh, yeah. So we're going to give everybody a couple minutes to go on and get in here. 3 minutes to be exact. We're going to get everybody 3 more minutes to join in. And then at that point, we're going to go ahead and get into the sports wrap. From the sports wrap, we're going to dive straight in, man. We got a meaty topic to talk about, and we really need to get on it. Some of y'all might squirmish. Some of y'all might, ooh, what? What does that title say? They talking about that? Yeah, we talking about that because it's something that needs to be talked about, and especially in today's time and in our community. Mm-hmm. So I'm going to let y'all go ahead and get into it. And then at 7:43, we're going to start this sports wrap and get straight on to it. Like it ain't nothing but to do it. You heard me? I hope y'all had a good weekend out there. Hope everybody feeling good, doing well.
What's happening in sport? They got that fight coming up in April. What's his name? The young man?
Gervonta?
Yeah.
Gervonta Tank Davis.
Yeah. Got that fight
coming in April. Ryan Garcia. They go have them a fight. I think it's going to be a good fight. I imagine Gervonta taking the win. I think it will be a little exciting.
I don't know. That I heard he's supposed to have a good right hook.
A left hook.
Is it left?
Yeah, Ryan Garcia is known for his left hook. We'll see. It's going to be a good one. We will see. So I don't know if y'all betting on it or not, but it's going to be up. All the way up.
It's all the way live.
Anything else exciting? What else you got going on?
Not too much. I have any shows scheduled lately.
No shows right now?
No shows right now, so I'm chilling.
So you're chilling until April. I'm going to get back on it.
May.
Still be a future.
May, baby, May. So
2 more minutes. What time of the show is this?
Oh, it's time. I ain't gonna like I just get mad. It is time for cannabis time.
That's what time it is, huh?
Cannabis time. Put the kids to bed.
And what?
To sleep.
And Cannabis time.
Yep. And get your drink. Get your drink. Always keep your drink close by. I don't have my sweets with me tonight, so. But yeah, this topic right here is like,
It's a barn burner.
you definitely want to know what's going on.
It is a barn burner. All right, it's 7:42, and we're gonna do what we do. Get into this sports wrap. It ain't a whole lot to it, but it is some very, very important things going on in the world of sports that probably is on the tip of everybody's tongues. If not on the tip of your tongues, for sure on your desktop or your laptop. You hear me? All right.
Your desktop or your laptop.
Desktop or your laptop. Somebody somewhere talking about it. So we got three things we talk about in sports right now. One in the NBA, two in the NFL. Okay, so last week I told y'all a little bit about, I actually went into great detail about the Ja Morant situation, his issue, and that at that point he hadn't had any disciplinary actions, but then the team had came out and said that they were going to suspend him for at least 2 games at that time. Well, a lot of people has gotten involved since the week ago. A lot of people have come up and given their personal opinions. Former present NBA stars are weighing in on it, and social media has been buzzing about it. And with that being said, because of all the talk and all the attention, the Memphis Grizzlies has actually stepped up and said that they have suspended Ja Morant indefinitely. And I know y'all always see that word and don't necessarily know what it means.
They suspended him indefinitely?
Indefinitely. So indefinitely means that it's not permanent, it's not forever, but what that means is you're gone for now until we say so. You're gone, you're suspended until we change our minds and change that status. So that's the status with Ja Morant right now. He is suspended indefinitely, will not be playing basketball, I would imagine probably for the rest of this season, unless the Memphis Grizzlies record diminishes greatly without him being there, or say they continue to win without him, but the ticket sales
go down
and the merchandise
goes down,
plummets. It's all about the money, baby. So I can see him not getting on the court again this year unless the dollars say differently.
What's that over there? Angela
Cormack, what's up? What's happening?
Angela.
What's good? Good evening, fam. Good evening. What it do? So I see that being the case unless, like I said, they start losing to the point to where they may not make the playoffs and they got to get his 30-something points average a game back in the game. Or if they still winning, still can make the playoffs, but they home games are empty, that equates to loss of money. And then and only then I would see them bringing him back if his absence affected their dollars. All right, so that's all we're going to give on the Ja Morant. You know, I hope and pray, in closing with him, I hope and pray that the young man gets some help, get his mind right, body, mind, soul, spirit, and that he surround himself with positive people that can prevent him from going down this road again. All right, I hope he gets stronger so that he can be an example and a template for young players coming behind him. Now on to the NFL. Got a couple quarterbacks that's made moves or making moves that might shake up the NFL for the 2023 season. Now, for those that don't know, maybe out of the loop, the San Francisco 49ers has traded their beloved quarterback, Jimmy Garoppolo, aka Mr. Jimmy G. Now, that's not such a big deal. Everybody knew that was going to happen this year or next year. But the big deal is where he got traded to.
Whoa. Where you get traded to?
Y'all ready for this?
Where you get traded to? Don't say Green Bay Packers.
To the Las Vegas Raiders.
Oh Lord, they're gonna lose even more.
So now a lot of people are saying, what? Why? I'd rather have Derek Carr than to have Jimmy Garoppolo. And on top of that, it just really intensifies the bitter rivalry of the Battle of the Bay when it comes to the 49ers and the Raiders. Because now people who are diehard Raiders fans that can't stand the Niners, now they got to root for a 49er quarterback. And on the flip side, those who are diehard Jimmy Garoppolo fans, followed him from the Patriots days to San Francisco, but they can't stand the Raiders. Now they got to cheer for the Raiders because they want their quarterback to do good. So this is going to be interesting. It's going to be funny. All year long, you're going to see Niner fans and Raiders fans talking shit to each other. That's my next one. So, yeah, that's going to be crazy. That's going to be insane to see them two going at it. And with Aaron Rodgers, he's supposed to make a decision tomorrow. So one way or the other, we're supposed to know his fate come tomorrow, if he's going to stay with the Green Bay Packers or if he's going to decide to move on in a trade. And so that will be big news. I'm sure everybody will be glued to their TV. Aaron Rodgers fans, Green Bay Packer fans, NFL fans alike will be paying attention to what he decides he's going to do, whether it be continue to play at all, stay put with the Green Bay Packers, or decide to end his career in a new chapter with a new team. So that's it. That's our sports wrap for the week. There's a lot else, other things to talk about, but those were the three things I wanted to talk about. And I didn't want to drill y'all and take up too much time with the sports wrap this week. So that's it for this week. Ja Morant, Jimmy Garoppolo, and Aaron Rodgers. That's a wrap on the sports wrap. All righty.
So we're gonna get into the topic. What did you name the topic?
The topic is named Your Thoughts on Child Sexual Orientation.
Oh yeah.
Ooh, ooh, ooh.
So I was trying to figure out what I want to talk about.
Uncle Bill, what's happening, man? Tapped in. He said, "Hey niece, hey nephew, what's up with it?"
Who's that?
Uncle Bill.
Oh, hey Bill.
He said,
Uncle.
One more sports note. What's that? What's the one more sports note? Let me know. Tell me something good. Is it about them South Stockton Vikings? Ha ha. What's the other sports note before we move on, Unc, if you're still watching? 7:52. Okay, so he hasn't answered yet. We'll double back on it.
Okay.
If he provides that answer, we'll double back. We got to get into this topic.
Yes. Let's get into this topic. So I'm trying to figure out what do we need to be discussing that's very important that's going on right now in this country. And what hit me was, more important than anything, was the sexualization of these children that's happening. And they're not being quiet about it anymore. Now it's out in the open. And there are literally people that are for this when it comes to these children. And I don't understand. Well, I won't even say I don't understand. I see what's going on exactly. But I want to hear what you guys feel about this situation with Dwayne Wade and his son, whose name was Zion, now Zaya, switching over. I need to know you guys' opinion about how you feel about if you were in that position, what would you do?
Yeah, we want to know your thoughts on the situation itself from a parental perspective, as parents, how y'all feel about it.
Yeah.
If there's anybody that's watching that's a young teenagers, boys or girls, how y'all feel about it. Because I think, topics like this that affect the youth directly, we so quickly have our opinions as adults or what we may think, but we don't often get a perspective from someone who may be in that age group or may be actually going through something like that.
Mm-hmm.
So before we get too deep into the topic, I did get a response. Bill said the last sports note is the CIF, which is the California Commission that runs all of California high school sports, has approved girls flag football at the high school level. That is amazing. That is awesome, because there's a lot of girls out there that's balling, that can play some football, but it just hasn't been a real platform for them. And they're singled out, or they have a real small window of opportunity if they want to get into that sport. So shout out to the CIF for doing that. I think that's big. I think that's going to be a game changer in the years to come. Mess around, y'all might start seeing young lady on your starting quarterback, running back in your favorite high school. Just be looking out for that. All right, let's do it. Let's get to this topic, man. Y'all heard what it is, man. What's your thoughts on child sexual orientation?
Well, let me give him a little background on
All right.
Dwayne Wade. So Dwayne Wade actually have 5 kids. The oldest one is he has 4 kids, and 1 child is his nephew that he got full custody of. And the oldest one, name is Zaria, he's 21. Then they got Zane, who just changed his name to Zaya. Xavier, and he's 15. She's 15. Xavier is 9. That's by another baby mama. When him and Gabrielle Union separated a little while because they were having issues with their work. That's what they allegedly. They was having issues with their work, and they separated. He went in and got a baby by the Housewives of Atlanta. It's the Housewives of Atlanta. Yeah, Housewives of Atlanta. Aja Matoya. So he got a 9-year-old son by her, and then he got Devron. His nephew is 21, and then there Gabrielle and his baby, who's 4 years old, Kavaya. So they're raising 5 kids. He was 20 years old when he became a dad. That wasn't that young. He was actually awarded full custody of Zaya in 2011. And at that particular time when he got Zaya, and he went in, and they say Zaya came home one day and was like, hey, I need to talk to you guys. I'm feeling like I am a female and I want to be called Zaya. And so they really had no problems with it. And so they went forward with it in 2020. Zaya came out as transgender. And that's crazy though, because at that age of 12 years old, how do you talk to, how do you communicate? I don't know. So what do you think? At 12 years old, your child come home and say, hey, I think I want to be true to myself.
Mm-hmm.
And I want to come out and say I am feeling like I'm a woman, I'm a girl, and I want to be called Zaya. And you're the parent.
Well, okay, I'm gonna answer that quick. Okay, I don't know which way to go with this, because I want to get some understanding, I guess. Is that child at this point in time considered a transgender without going through the operation and the procedure?
Yeah, they're still considered called. You know, they use that word binary. You know, they use the word binary, non-binary, which means binary means you female or male, and non-binary means you don't identify with neither one.
I understand that.
Yeah. So she was awarded. She was awarded to be as a transgender. They got awarded. She got. Yeah, the courts awarded February 24, 23, the courts ruled for her name to be changed and sexual reassignment.
So the court voted that it was okay for
To go through
him
with
to
the
go through
surgery,
the process,
through the surgery,
right?
and
have
to
a
change name change.
But all I'm saying is prior to the actual surgery happening and the child having his biological body parts that it was born with, prior to changing that, are they considered transgender prior to that? See, I'm trying to educate myself. I don't know, because I don't want to say the wrong thing or assume or not be on point when it comes to it. So can you be considered, and y'all out there can help us too, can someone be considered transgender if they
without
just come
having
out
the parts changed?
without
Yes.
having the actual surgery?
Yes.
They can?
Yes. A lot of people walking around here with the same body parts and still call themselves transgender. Yeah,
Okay.
because they're not a transgender is helping them not identify with whether they're a girl or boy. You know what I'm saying? It kind of tells them that I'm in the process, or that's my opinion.
Okay. I was gonna say, because don't most people that go through that transition, they then identify as what it is that they transitioned into.
Transitioning to. Yeah.
Right. So if I was a man, born given man, then I go through the surgery to have woman body parts. Now I'm going to identify as a woman because I've gone through that transition.
That's true.
Right.
Yeah, that's what I would say. But they're letting them now with this, with all of the he, she, because when Zion came home, he said he wanted to be called her or she and not he anymore.
Okay.
So, and they sat down with him and, went through it, and they started, calling her Zaya for her transgender name.
Okay.
So they must have already considered it too, the parents, that it was okay for her to be a transgender, using the word transgender as to identify herself.
Okay.
But she haven't had the assignment yet. But she can have it though.
Right. So the courts has said
it's legal. February of this year.
And I'm guessing because of the age, they probably had to go through some kind of legal procedure.
I don't know. But I know that the mother is stepping up to stop it, to try and get it stopped. Her name is
can't blame her.
Savoya.
So Raynetta said, "Hey y'all, what's up, sis?
Hey.
Hope you feeling well." Now, this is what I'm talking about right here. Angela said, I guess her 16-year-old is viewing as well, and said, my 16-year-old son says 12 is too young. You haven't experienced life yet. And that's coming from a 16-year-old.
Yes. And I can say that too, because I know that there's a lot of children, you run across with kids in your life and they may have a little bit of femininity. You be like, ooh, that boy, he got a little sweetness or whatever, or that girl kind of rough, like a little tomboy. But we still don't say they're transgender that quick, because we know that eventually they're going to grow up. They're going to experience things going through high school. Who knows? We don't know. They don't know. So it's like,
that's true.
How do you push this? How do you stand behind it?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's like, because kids change their mind about stuff all the time.
Yeah, that's true. Raynetta said, my thoughts, he is too young, but we can't stop what's going to happen anyway.
Well, as their parents, you can. As the parent, you're their parent.
You got one parent that's supportive.
Right. And you got, and
you got one parent that
it should have been between his ex-wife and him, not Gabrielle Union. And that's why the ex-wife came out and was saying that she is influencing it. She's being a negative part of my son's life. because she's influencing it. So who do you listen to? The mother, the stepmother, or the mother that had him?
But he got a whole ass daddy.
Yeah, right.
That's in the house that got in the
Right.
as well. And
right. Well, he wound up getting full
opinion-
custody. I guess he figured.
his opinion is lined up with his wife.
Right.
So you got the dad and his wife supporting it, and then you got the mom, the biological mom, that's against it. I agree with you. At the end of the day, I think that nothing should be able to roll through unless both parents agree one way or the other.
Yeah.
We gotta both say no, and it ain't gonna happen, or we gotta both say yay, and it will happen.
Mhm.
If we can't come and see eye to eye, then it's gonna stay the way it is right now. And that's him with the biological parts that he got. Or whatever you want to identify as, what you want us to call you, yeah, I'll spray paint it on your jacket.
I think,
whatever.
Yeah.
But as far as a surgical procedure, if me and your mama can't come to agreement on what needs to happen, nothing's gonna happen. I think that's the proper approach.
Well, it's the same thing as Ricky Smiley said, and they tried to cancel Ricky Smiley because he spoke on it too. And just like Boosie spoke on it, you know, children change their minds about everything. One minute their favorite color is red, the next minute their favorite color is blue. One minute they want tacos for lunch, the next minute they want hamburgers.
Right.
One minute they like that pair of shoes, the next minute they like the other pair of shoes. 1 minute they want to go stay with mama and daddy. Mom and dad is separated. Oh, I'm gonna go stay with mama for the summer. Next time they don't want it. They want to go stay with daddy. So kids change. They're kids. That's why they're children. I don't get that. I mean,
That's true.
I don't have nothing against anyone being who they want to be and who they are, but I do believe in children standing in a child's place. If your child, I feel like Ricky Smiley felt, and he just said every word. You know, he said the same thing we're saying.
What did he say? I didn't see what
Ricky said that. Well, first of all, when Dwayne presented Zaya to us, Zaya was found with nails on and a halter top at 12. So Ricky Smiley spoke on that first. He like, my daughter is 12 years old and she's not gonna be found with no acrylic nails on and no halter top at 12 years old. First of all. Second of all, he spoke on the child's mindset, children's mindsets. They change their minds all the time.
Yeah.
You know, and for some reason we have to understand. How do you don't understand that? Well, I don't get it.
Yeah, Raynetta came in and she said, yeah, but you got to be supportive of them.
You do have to be supportive of them, but my mother was supportive of me. Let me tell you something. My mother was supportive of me. Okay? Some things she'll tell me not to do, and I'll go do it anyway. Yeah. Like becoming a cheerleader. When she told me not to become a cheerleader, focus on my studies, and I still went out and made the team. Okay? When she found out I made the team, she didn't turn around and say, no, you got to get off. She was supportive, but she made me learn from what I did. Okay? So
Raynetta said, we also got to think about the child and what they're going
through. Oh, I'm thinking about them because they're living in my house and I'm taking care of them. I'm thinking about them.
That is true, though. That's why I said I wanted to hear from a child's perspective, because being 12 in 2023 is, man, I'm glad I am the age I am. I couldn't imagine being
those decisions at 12.
Being 12.
Them kind of decisions.
No, I'm just saying being 12 years old in today's time, having all the access to anything you
like
want
our grandson
at your fingertips, social media, the internet, programming on TV.
The way the kids go to school these days, they go to school different.
The agendas that's being pushed on kids.
It's
The
crazy.
normalization of pedophilia. I mean, everything. Could you imagine? Like she said, imagine what the average 12-year-old burdens and goes through. 13-year-old has to deal with. We wasn't having to deal with shit like that. We wasn't having to even look at do you want to be this or you want to be that.
Right.
It wasn't nothing out there for us to see and to compare. You know, you had the one or twos here and there, and you know, everybody had something to say about it. But it being the norm, it being regular. I couldn't imagine being a kid right now, man. Angela said, Raynetta said, yeah, but he's too young for surgery. Exactly.
I don't even think it's gonna be. They're gonna. I hope they don't go and have him a sex reassignment surgery at that early age. But I'm saying the whole mentality of the nails, the clothes, the dresses. I mean, my thing is like, I would sit my child down and at least say, hey, okay, I understand you're gay, or that's what you want to do. You know, but I believe in you growing up first and choosing your own destination and where you want to go and how you want to be in life. But as a child, it's my responsibility as a mother, as a father, to not let you make mistakes that you may regret. Just, I'm drinking. You're 21 years old. You can't even drink. But you got the right to think of being, for me, as your parents, to say, okay, if I want my child to drink and I see them drinking, I catch them drinking, they're getting in trouble. So it's like, it's things you got to think about. They're children. That's why they're called children, not adults. That's why they got laws against them smoking and drinking and doing all kind of other stuff.
Right. So
how can they make up their mind and I can go along with it?
Mm-hmm.
You can have your friends, gay friends, dress. You don't got to go and get nails and all that stuff. Take your time.
Angela said, absolutely. And that's why people are saying that they are exploiting the child.
A little bit, I can see that. I sure can. A little bit, I can see that.
Raynetta said, I got a grandson that's going through something right now. And she said, absolutely. It's social media because he learning all this from them platforms. And that's what I'm saying. It's like
you ain't lying. She ain't lying.
Yeah, you like in our times you didn't see it like that. You didn't but, you know what I'm saying?
But here's the thing, and when we seen it, we respected it. We respected the fact, okay, Pepsi over here. We grew up with a guy named Pepsi. You know how we knew he was probably a little funny? He had long nails of his own. And when he got his hair pressed, he put it in waves and he wore 2 earrings. Back in my day, you wore 2 earrings, we knew something was wrong with you. But nowadays and everybody respected the fact he wasn't flamboyant, he wasn't out there. I mean, he dressed sharp, but nowadays it's like you don't even it's like it's right in your face. It's dead smack in our face.
Well, the biggest thing is if it happened back in the day, it happened. Mm-hmm. But I'm talking about as far as like specifically the transgender process. Mm-hmm. Like, you know, you saw it here and there back in the day, right? Mm-hmm. But you just saw it by chance, you know, and it was here and there. And I'm not saying that made it right or wrong, mm-hmm. but that was something that adults chose to do.
Right.
And it wasn't many of them.
Right. Right.
Now, all I'm saying now is like a lot of the people are saying here is now it's like it's forced upon them.
Yeah.
It's cool it's cool if that's what you know what I'm saying, do, that's your thing, that's your lane. It's a lane for everybody.
Everything, right.
And everything, right? That's cool. Ain't nobody got a problem with that. But when you start to promote it, market it to kids specifically, and put it in curriculum and education, and it's on everywhere you turn.
Yes.
And it gets to the point to where it's programmed to your kids.
Exactly.
That's when it's a problem.
And it's like you can't. Anywhere you go, it's in your face.
Right.
It's like you can't go nowhere or see nothing. It's in your face. Your governors, your politicians, your school secretary, the principals, all of this stuff is going on, and parents ain't paying no attention what's happening. They're not paying attention to what California. Y'all better look into California executive laws that are being passed out in California. Because there's one that I know of that they just passed. And they're targeting your children. How the hell you kick a child out of school for not having a certain shot, but then you bring them in and make them be able to make decisions about their sexuality? Something ain't right about that.
Right, and say you got to think about the norm of society nowadays, for real.
Well, they making it a norm because we don't stand up and protest and fight for nothing like that. We just let it happen. Shit don't get done unless the people come together. That's what the problem is. People don't come together to go against this stuff, but we fight against the wrong shit. Or we fight against shit that really ain't what it is.
Too busy trying to be popular.
Yeah, we don't. Ain't no way in the hell if I had children growing up today in today's society that they'll be going to a government school, not with the shit they teaching them.
Angela said, absolutely.
Yeah.
Regina said, love y'all going to bed, not feeling the best. Hope you feel better.
All right, baby.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's crazy. So it's like, who protects the children? They got all these people out here like.
Well, it's supposed to be the parents, but
they're trying to take parents' rights away. They're sliding this stuff into the schools. So your child can go to a school. This is whoever city or state that's going for this can literally go into the school, tell their teacher or tell their principal that they feel like they are a boy or a girl. And when they go in there, it can be a discussion between them two. And where the child can start taking hormone pills and tablets to start changing their sexuality without the parent knowing it.
Mm-hmm.
Without the parent knowing it. That's a problem. And the parents ain't taken to the street. It's crazy.
Why aren't the parents taken to the street?
Because I really don't think they know what's going on. I don't really think they know what's going on.
I mean, come on. A lot of these parents, especially with teenage kids, isn't that old nowadays. You know,
right.
The average parent with a 12 or 13-year-old is probably in, their late 20s, early 30s. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. It's very easy for a 27, 28-year-old to have a 12-year-old.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Had a baby at 15, 16 themselves, and now they got a, 12, 13-year-old child. That's almost the norm now. Like I said, late 20s,
that's
early
the
30s.
Norm.
You know what I'm saying? So how many parents that's 30 with a 13-year-old ain't on Instagram and Twitter and Facebook and Snapchat they damn self caught up in the shit? So y'all seeing what's being forced down y'all kids' throat. And if you don't know exactly what's going on at school, but you hearing all this on social media and in the news about different stuff being taught, why you not getting involved?
Well, you're right. You should be at the school.
There's nobody that should be able to use that.
Volunteering.
Excuse. I don't know that they're teaching this to my
Right.
kids. You should know everything, especially after COVID. Come on, COVID was the time when everybody was supposed that if you wasn't already turned on to what your students was learning out there, to what your kids was intaking, COVID taught you that. Because y'all had to sit in with some of that shit. You wasn't at work, so you couldn't make the excuse, I was at work.
Yeah.
You heard that shit. You seen some of them lesson plans yourself. So at this point, you know, it ain't too much. Y'all can't get away with the, you know, we don't know that they trying to push this line on our kids. It's out there. Everybody know it.
Yeah.
It's in our fabric.
And at the same time, you got to think about this too. I'm gonna take it a little bit even deeper. So they say they mad because the Supreme Court ordered for the states to be control of abortions, right? So you got some states that implemented laws that stating you cannot have an abortion in this state, but you can travel somewhere else to another state and have an abortion. So you mean to tell me I can abort my babies, then I can turn around and change their sexual orientation at a young age? Think about that. Why? It's okay to abort my babies. Turn around, if I have a baby, it's okay for them to change their sexuality at an early age. That's crazy. Somebody posted on Facebook, and Ricky Smiley was saying it too, that so I can come to school with dreadlocks and I'll be called a thug. I come to school in pantyhose and I'm awarded. And then it said, stop exploiting or something like that. So the meaning of what they were saying was, it's okay for me to come to school and be dressed out of my sexuality and what I want to be. But if I wear dreadlocks to school, I get in trouble and be called a thug.
What school is this?
This was a post someone had posted, and Ricky Smiley got in trouble for posting it. Oh, he just basically shared it, and he got in trouble for it because it was basically saying just that. Why am I being labeled as a thug if I wear dreadlocks? And I get in trouble. But if I come dressed other than what I am, I get awarded. It's crazy. So I didn't know Savoya had filed a lawsuit against Gabrielle Union 8 years ago about her influencing her child.
The baby mama.
The baby mama Savoya. He had 3 baby mamas. He got 3 baby mamas.
Zion's mother.
Zion, yes.
About, right?
Yes. Zion's mother filed a lawsuit against Gabrielle 8 years ago, alleging that she was basically teaching her child negative thoughts to be where she is today. Well, that didn't cross over, and everybody, and Joy Jaguar Wright came out and say, I didn't talk mess about Dwayne Wade because I didn't know. What I said was, one of my closest friends went to a party at Dwayne Wade's house, allegedly. And when he got there to the party, he went in the back rooms and a lot of bullshit was going on at the party. Old man was supposed to have been doing some things in the back rooms. Now y'all can go find that on YouTube. That video is on YouTube. Her name's Jaguar Wright, where she talks about Dwayne Wade.
What that got to do with the boy? And
She said she wasn't talking mess about his child,
She was talking mess about
about him and what was going on at his house.
Where's she coming from?
She's on the video with Ricky Smiley and what's his name talking about Dwayne Wade and Boosie. So I was just saying that how some people did come out, but she was just saying she didn't come out talking about his son. She just basically came out speaking on what had happened at the back his party. Yeah.
Now, I ain't saying you nothing about your son. I was talking about you being a freakazoid, allegedly.
Yeah. So Family Resource found 1% of children ages 9 to 11 identify as gay, or bisexual, or transgender, and they continue to be that way after 5 years. If they start around that age, they still continue to be that way. That was coming from the Youth Project and the Family Resource. It's crazy, but it's happening. It's happening to the point where if it don't get stopped, what's going to happen? We're talking about children.
What's the solution?
I think one solution is just that parents need to stand their ground and say no. You know, we'll deal with that. You'll deal with that when you get older. When you get old enough to leave my home. But it's my job to protect you as your father or your mother. And I don't think that's going to be hard on you dealing with school, growing, changing, because
you got to think it's a lot of stuff that you just not going to allow your child to do in your household until they get a certain age or they leave your household.
Right.
And so if it's simple things like you can't have the opposite sex or a boyfriend, girlfriend spending the night in my house.
Right.
You can't drink or use drugs in my house. You can't drive the car, or the list goes on. And certain things that kids are just not allowed to do in their parents' house until they get a certain age or until they leave the house.
Exactly.
And in my opinion, none of those trump being able to change your sexual orientation as far as a child having liberties and the privileges to be able to make a decision or do something.
Right.
If you're not going to allow your child to have their boyfriend or girlfriend spend a night or to drink in your house, then they shouldn't be allowed to make a decision like that until they are of a certain age or leave your house.
Exactly. If you're not going to allow them to drink, you shouldn't be allowing them to do nothing else of that nature.
Especially
anyway.
Not something that's severe.
Right.
Drinking, it's not a good thing for the youth, but some people drink and end up having an addiction and, end up being alcoholic. Some people drink and they can just do it socially, even though they started off young.
Right.
Some people start off young, and they find out it ain't for them, and they don't drink again.
Right.
So it's one of those things that it's going to affect different people differently. With something like changing your sexual orientation, there's no maybes.
Mm-hmm.
That's something that's life-changing, literally life-altering. And I'm a firm believer that everybody should have the right to be able to do that if that's what they want to do. But you should have to be an adult
to make that decision.
Adult legally, whatever the legal age for adulthood is in the state you living in.
Right.
If it's before that, you don't be able to have that choice. It may sound unfair, maybe.
Especially if you're
Whatever.
living in my house and I'm taking care of you.
Period.
You know, it's just no ifs, ands, and buts about it. Because if I got to protect you from somebody whooping your ass one day, if I got to protect you from anything happening, I have to protect you. So I'm not going to put you in harm's way as a child to help you deal with your sexual identity as of changing your image. You can still be who you are, but when it comes to exploiting you with the nails and the hair and because Zaya is gonna grow up one day, and Zaya gonna be as tall as his daddy is, because his dad is tall
And
big. So he gonna have big feet, big hands, and all of this. Voice, hopefully everything works out. But I think they should have waited. I think they would have got a lot more respect from their people as well as any other people when it came to him, the baby changing. That's a young baby. That's a 12-year-old baby. For real.
how old is he now?
He's 15 now. I mean, she's 15 now.
About to go through.
See, I have to even we got to get used to saying she.
About to go through puberty.
All of that.
If
All of that.
started already.
What Dwayne wear? Like 15 shoe? Something like that. I think I read something like that. I mean, it's sad.
If
Somebody said so. What? What?
I was thinking something, man.
What are you thinking?
I was thinking something to myself, man. God damn, boy, that's.
I'm just saying. I'm just saying it's gonna be crazy, cause you know it's just like her and her girlfriends want to go out to the prom, and her girlfriends all this little regular little, you know.
What you mean regular?
You know, I'm just saying.
Regular.
I'm just saying, and the kids
They
are
all
cruel. Kids are cruel. Shit. Did you go through any bullying in school? I went through bullying in school.
5'4", you don't think? Well,
Yeah, I know you did.
I wouldn't say bullying.
Well, you know, you probably struck back early. But I was bullied until I stood up.
I always got capped on. Niggas used to try to cap, or you know, some would try to test you, thinking because you small, you wasn't gonna be with it. Then they find out they shouldn't have did it. But no.
What they find out?
Boy, I look at. But no, yes, I did. I didn't, like I said, I didn't get bullied or none of that, you know what I'm saying? But I did get capped on and stuff a lot about my physical appearance, because I was always one of the shortest dudes in class. So, you know, with that, you have some people, depending on your character, that can make you or break you.
Yeah.
You know, you could have a terrible teenage, you know what I'm saying, years behind that. If, you know, you don't have a certain self-esteem and support level and everything, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Or it'll build you and make you harden, you know what I'm saying? But it's a difference from, you know, being ridiculed and capped on about being short versus, you know, somebody going through a transition. Like you said, these youngsters nowadays are cruel, even though it's more accepted.
They always been cruel.
It's more accepted nowadays.
Right.
So you probably wouldn't get as much flack, but you're going to have attention on it. I mean, come on, you are one of the NBA's best guard son.
Right.
Right. So no matter what you do and what you're involved in, you will always have a spotlight and a camera on you. You know what I'm saying? You will always have.
And she was just being caught kissing a boy. But they think it's cute. Would you let your 12-year-old, 15-year-old, you don't want them involved in no kissing and sexual nothing. I don't give a damn whether they're going through whatever they're going through. You better have your little ass at home, is what you bet. And then I'm gonna shop around to the prom with you. Just like old school. Your mama shop around with you.
You said that like old school. Chaperone.
I'm gonna shop around with you. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna be making sure I keep an eye on your butt while you there.
You the type.
But she caught kissing a boy like it's cool. And they think it's cute.
Hey, now say now.
What?
I said, hey, now say now.
I don't get it.
It's going. We'll see how this play out. You know, we'll see how it play out. And
It's gonna.
you gotta look at it like this. I mean, I haven't. It's out there, but I haven't heard about a bunch of children wanting to go through the process.
Because they usually change their mind.
You know what I'm saying? So that's why I said we'll see how this plays out. We'll see in another 4 or 5 years when, once he becomes an adult.
She wants to be called she.
I don't care about none of that. That's a 15-year-old boy until something else happens. Until I read the headlines about something else changing that, I don't care about what shit. I want to be identified as a rich black billionaire.
You can have that. You can have anything you want to be. Want to these days.
I want to be.
Be thou how.
I don't want y'all to address me as nothing but Barber Squeaker from here on out, and I'm finna wear gold everything and robes in the middle of the street with nothing underneath as I walk the city. That's what I want to identify as.
Wow.
But don't mean goddamn me that I'm going to or y'all gonna adhere to it. So with that being said, hey, and I'm not trying to be funny or no type of way towards nobody, but because that's when we start to normalize it as adults and as a community. When we buy into he wants to be called.
That's what I'm saying.
I'm not going.
Yes, exactly. When we buy into it, just like people did with the COVID, they bought into all of that shit. There was literally people buying into all that shit. They're buying into this bullshit that's going on everywhere else. It's so much distraction and stuff going on. People can't keep up with what's going on. You got to really be paying attention to really what's going on. I'm telling you.
Yeah, man.
It's scary, but you got to tap in. You can't miss it. It's on your TV every day.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Ain't no, oh, I didn't know. The days of when somebody asks you something or something, oh, I don't know. The days of I don't know is over. As long as you got one of them devices in your hand, them days is over.
Man.
You can no longer say I don't know. Do you understand me? The days of I don't know is over. So when somebody's showing
you can pretty much Google anything.
That's on them. If somebody is involving themselves in ignorance or just being blind to something purposefully, that's on them. That's not an excuse, though. Police will tell you what they say. Ignorance is not an excuse for the law. Just because you don't know it don't mean that I just ain't gonna abide by it. So
somebody posted a video on YouTube yesterday of a woman hugging her husband, but the husband was pregnant, not the woman. Did you see that video?
No.
So the husband was pregnant, not the woman. So you gotta really think in your mind why.
Blurred lines.
Definitely blurred lines. Why was this put out like that? Then they had the little Nas X boy and all this different stuff. So it's just like kids in all kind of avenues are being attacked from all angles, from abortions to men having babies. to women not being women anymore with breastfeeders, birth feeders, or and all of that different mess. Birthing person and all this different shit. I'm a freaking woman. I'm a woman before anything else. We was made two sexes, and sometimes even the person that we used to call morphodites had two sexes. Binary. You feel me? Now they don't want to know. You ask somebody, are you a woman or man? I don't know. Well, how you pee? I wish I could ask. I'll say, well, how you go pee?
How you go pee?
How you go pee?
How you go pee?
Do you stand up or do you sit down? Because if you sit down, you're a female like me.
How you go pee?
And if you hold it, you're a male. And I don't think no woman sitting there with a invisible penis.
Oh yeah, your body, your man. How you go pee?
Yeah, how you go pee?
Another hot explosive episode of On Print Media.
It ain't over with.
Yeah, it is.
No, it's not.
Yeah, we out of here.
Why are you getting out so early? What time is it? My clock wrong? You tripping?
Am I tripping?
Yeah, it's only 8:38.
Oh,
he better shut us down, y'all. I just got juicy.
Ooh, I was about bad.
I'm looking at the clock now.
I was gonna bounce on y'all,
hey, but look at here. I'm looking at the clock.
I was gonna bounce.
And I'm wondering why is his hands moving so smoothly across the computer.
Yeah, I was gonna bounce on y'all, killer.
He forgot his daylight saving time. The time that's went, what is it, up?
It's up. That's what
up.
got me thrown off. 7:30. Yeah. I was choking. All right, y'all.
Yeah.
What happened? I just caught it. And they done left. My bad. I told my boy Payne. He was like, "What's up, man? What you?" I was like, "Man, shit, tired, man. This goddamn day, this daylight saving shit got me fucked up." That nigga said, "Nigga, who you think you is? Little Boosie or something? You don't really know Empire. You act like you really know $1 million Empire over there." I said, "Shit, I am, nigga." Oh shit!
You just messed my whole thought. What I was saying.
My bad. No, you just talking about all the shit, all the bullshit that's going on. Oh yes, but
anywho, how many people we got in here?
I don't know.
Let's say 4.
That's enough. Angela cracking up.
Who's it? Oh, Angela's still here.
Laughing out loud. Yeah, man, my bad, y'all. I could have swore that was our time.
He was getting ready to shut us down. Angela, what's wrong with him?
Good night, everyone. And to everyone, a good night. I was going to pack it up on that ass. I thought that was the cue. My bad. So
can we
open forum for the last 30 minutes.
We can still talk about the children.
What?
With the children, but let's talk about how they're sex trafficking them and all that, because that's all that.
That's a whole different topic.
Yeah, that all really go together.
That's a whole different topic, though.
But I was going to mention how Balenciaga got busted with they bullshit.
Yeah. But see, that's the thing about like, damn Balenciaga, like freaking.
The motherfuckers still walking around here supporting
Disney, all kind of.
Yeah.
Has been.
They're all part of this shit.
And pushing sexual orientation and suggestives towards the youth. They've been doing that, and it's like, okay, like you say, at the end of the day, are you going to pull the plug on them? Are you going to end them? Are you going to cancel them? No. And at the end of the day, are we going to fight for our children? No. People say they love their kids, but they don't fight for their kids. Now, about a week ago, there was this young boy. He had to be no more than 8 years old. I think his dad said he was probably between 8 and 10, as I can remember. He goes to the school library to rent a book.
He gets to the school library.
Oh yeah. I heard.
They have new books in the case on the side, right up toward the front, where he can just look at those. He grabs one of the books, and he say the little boy starts reading through the book.
Angela said that's some good shit.
And as he's reading through the books, he come across where it starts telling the little boy how in the book it was two boys getting ready to engage in sex. And it tells the little boy about we're getting ready we're about to take as we were taking our clothes off, as we're sliding out our pants, and this and that, and he goes into it, and the little boy's reading it in front. Well, while he's reading it, the teacher say, the librarian say, there's other books like that toward the back. So the little boy takes the book home and go home and show his dad. But let me tell you what his dad did. He showed up at the school meetings. He showed up at the what do you call it? What's the school union? The union. You know the union when they are in the student. The ones
student association. The motherfucking Teachers Association.
Unified School District.
Unified School District. That's just the name of the district.
I'm telling you, he showed up at the building.
At the city council. I know what you're talking about, man. I know what you're talking about. At the Teachers Association. That's what it's called. Yeah. Them the ones that's been getting all the millions of dollars and been pushing the line.
God.
I know what I'm talking about. The ones that's been pushing the line. They've been the ones
that's the school district that they go to. Everybody have to go when you got a complaint against the schools. It's the school district. You know, they know.
I know what you're talking about.
Anywho, so he was showing up at all these meetings and everything. You feel me? Mm-hmm. To protect his sons, right?
As
he don't want his son having to be at school and read all this and see all this. Why? Why are they letting kids read books like that?
Again,
they are targeting your kids.
That's the yeah.
The agenda is to take the man out of the home, weaken the woman. Without the man, the woman is weak. We all should know that. We can't go out there and pick up no fucking cars and change tires, and some of us can, but the majority of an average woman can't do that. You know what I'm saying? So they teach the woman mentally in her head, you can screw whoever you want to. And when you want an abortion, you may have one whenever you want to. You ain't got to have that, baby. You just sit back and do you and be whoever you want to be. But the man is out of the home. The child ain't being raised the right way. She got to go to work. All this shit is taking places in homes. Come on now. You got to wake up. If you got kids in school, you should be at the schools with them. You should be finding out what they're learning, what their teachers about.
Especially in
all of this shit.
Ass times.
For real. Or homeschool them. Homeschool.
Yeah. You're right about
you know, that. When the hell
show up, make your presence felt.
Man, then your mama come to your school a lot of times when you was doing something wrong or in trouble or something.
I'm ready to run right now.
Baby, my mama will drop in on you. You'll never know she coming.
I got my ass whooped all the way up to the 7th, 8th grade.
Yeah.
13, going to Frick. I'm shooting dice in the back.
Man.
She pulling up to the dice game, whooping my ass.
Man.
Yeah.
Man, I in Greenville, your mom was able to whoop you in front of your class.
You damn right, man.
I got whooped in front of my class, 6th grade.
I got snatched up at McClymonds High School by my mama in the hallway in front of everybody.
That shit ain't no joke. Man. And nowadays, it's like, I be hearing kids like say the craziest shit about their parents. and they be young, saying the craziest shit. I be like, really?
Yeah, man. We gonna
Really?
stop. Because all these is topics. I already got these written
I'm
down.
just saying. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
I'm just saying. But how?
All these is different.
This is my whole. I'm gonna end it. I'm gonna end it. This is my whole thing. Because ain't nobody said how they really feel. We done said it. Everybody's scared to say it. But how do you handle a topic that your child come home with and say that to you? I feel like I am the opposite sex. And I want y'all to address me by my name now. And they're 12, 11, 10, anything under 18 years old.
Before I let them know that ain't happening up in my house, prior to that, I'm going to want to have a real talk with my child and get an understanding.
What's making them feel like that? Why? Exactly.
Why?
And discuss with them about the ups and downs of life and what's going to bring
all
you
that.
All this stuff that's going to make.
So it can't just be, motherfucker, you got me fucked up.
You got to accept them. You accept them as who they are. But you're not going to be doing the little changing and all that stuff. All that heel wearing and lipstick and acrylic nails and body tops and all that in my house.
Right. Yeah.
What's going to happen if you fall upon some pussy one day? Because you are going to be growing and changing.
That's why I said let's just sit back and watch and see what happened, how this whole situation play out.
It's crazy
because there's a lot of it's probably a lot of parents and teens that may be looking at what the outcome of this is going to be. And that,
there are, but a lot of them ain't even tripping on it either. But a lot of them don't even know what's going on with their own kids. Shit.
But I'm saying, like, however this play out might have a lot to do with how the situation is handled moving forward with other parents and other kids.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Well, a lot of
either way, however it turned out.
A lot of parents was definitely against it, and a lot of parents was for it. But each his own. I'm not saying Dwayne Wade you shouldn't help your son. I'm not saying Dwayne Wade that you should have not supported your child. You can still support your child until they turn 18, but support them in a way that you know that child's mind gonna change. You know that child may like apples and oranges, two different, 1 minute here and next minute. You know that. So how you didn't? You or Gabrielle should have had nothing to do with it. This is between you and your baby's mother, her mother, not you and Gabrielle. No, it shouldn't have.
Yeah. Angela said it's the agenda that's being pushed, marketed to the young. You sure right.
In all aspects, though. It's just not one aspect. It's in all aspects. Everything you do, they do in their daily life, like letting little boys that's transgender go into girls' sports. Why y'all ain't started a transgender team? Little boys, little transgenders going into the bathroom. Start a transgender bathroom. Do it like that. Put a transgender bathroom in offices, in these gyms, in all of these places. Since you don't want us to be, if you're against, you're transphobic. Ain't nobody transphobic. Right. Stop lying. Ain't nobody transphobic. We don't matter. I don't think people sitting around saying, oh no, he did. Yeah, but we're gonna say something. We see a boy inside of a girl's bathroom. Nobody want their kid. He's still a boy. Still a man. That child, that person got to change clothes. You got to go into the gym and clean up and bathe. You got work to do. You go early in the morning, and while you in there, you walk out. There's a man with his penis there, but looking like a female in the face. But you don't supposed to panic or get scared. Oh my God, are you serious?
Well,
Build them transgender bathrooms.
if they've had the procedure, then they wouldn't be standing there with their penis out.
I understand that, and that's true. But a lot of them are not haven't had the procedure, and they're being caught in these bathrooms in different facilities. That shouldn't happen. Build them a bathroom in there. Get the money. Y'all was giving the money during COVID. Build bathrooms in there for transgenders. It's simple.
Absolutely. I mean, I have to agree with that. You because if not, you're going to deplete the.
You're going to keep getting lawsuits.
No, you're going to deplete the existence of a woman.
That's what they want to do.
And there will be no differences.
That's the gender.
There will be no differences. And actually, what will end up happening is you'll have, because it's a smaller group, you'll probably end up having that group infiltrate things that women do and probably dominate it in the long run.
They're gonna dominate it because they're built. The structure is still built. When God created man and woman, He created man in a certain structure that He different from women. We all got the same skeletor and everything, but the structure of it is different. It's broader, it's bigger, it's stronger. You can lift weights and the muscles look different. All that stuff is different. So as a man, I don't care how much you go and get it changed, all of that, your masculinity is still there. You can't change that. You can't change your masculinity. What, you gonna go get your muscles taken out, put some female muscles in? No. So you should be in your own sport. You want to play sports with the girls? Have a transgender team. That's what I say.
Mm-hmm.
That way we don't knock them out of nothing. They have their own.
Mm-hmm. But see, that's the thing about it is that is the difference of equality and equity. That's another one we go double.
If I own a business,
because
I would have a transgender bathroom.
Because you gotta think about it. If they did go ahead and make all that, it's gonna cost too much money. You hear what I'm saying? Listen to this. Listen.
Yeah.
Hold on. The infrastructure to put it in place to where from high school on up into society, where you had transgender leagues, basically like how you got right now in we'll just take high school and college sports.
Yeah.
Right. On the high school level in some states, yeah, but for sure on the college level, NCAA, the college sports is $1 billion industry.
Yeah.
Right. When it comes to the boys and girls teams, and you think about all the different sports from freaking badminton to the NFL, the NCAA football championship, golf, hockey, basketball, swimming, you name it, wrestling, track, the list goes on, baseball, on and on and on. All the colleges in the world, right? Imagine if they did have to come up with a third division.
Mm-hmm.
You got boys, girls, and then the transgender team.
Right.
Imagine all of the money that they would have to spend to do that, which realistically is the right way to go about it.
It can happen if they can do the shit that they're doing today.
They're not willing to spend that much money to make those people feel welcome and have a place of their own.
Yeah.
But they're always going to push to make money.
Right. That's exactly what they're gonna do.
You can
They
have
don't
your
want to
surgery.
lose. Yeah,
You can take these pills
You
without
goddamn
having
right.
your parents' consent.
that's right.
So
Because
that's where I always go to the money. Y'all
Yeah.
know I always go to the money.
yeah, because these doctors are
They don't
gonna.
want to spend that money.
They have
They don't make
doctors.
that money.
Yeah, they have doctors right now that are definitely all for you changing your child because they're gonna constantly get paid. That check gotta constantly keep going back
Every
to them.
6 months.
Constantly keep going back to them. Constantly keep going back to them. That's money out of your insurance and
Surgery.
out of your pocket.
Surgery after
Surgeries
surgery.
and all this stuff. Having to deal. The
Pharmaceuticals.
pain. The Can you imagine your child in that type of pain at that age? Even when they get a boo-boo on their elbow or their arm, we blow it and we kiss it. It's gonna be all right. We can't do that with something like that.
Angela said, say it for the people in the back.
Come on now. We can't do that. We can't do that. So they're gonna deal with their breast being gone and their vagina turned into a penis, or their penis turned into a vagina, and their breast stuff put into their chest to make their breast come out. And pills, they're taking all these pills. You just redid that something that God put here.
That's definitely everyone's choice, but something that needs to be made as that
They
choice
can
needs
do
to be
whatever
made
they
as an
want.
adult.
Let them get grown.
Yeah, that choice.
That's
needs
my
to be made
last
as an
thing.
adult.
I don't care what they do. They're gonna get grown. Let them get grown. Let them have that choice or that change of mind.
Right.
That's sad.
And it's like, like some young people, they can't wait till they 18 to move out the house. They
And
can't wait till they 18
I was.
to be able to smoke their first cigarette.
Man, I was. All that.
They can't wait till they're 18 to go out and get a tattoo.
Right.
For those that's, overzealous with that, it should be the same thing. I can't wait till I'm 18 so I can go and get my ooh-wop done. You know what I'm saying? So I think the same thing applies. It may be something you want to do. Parents can, like you said, support it. If that's what you want to do once you are of age, okay, that's cool. I'm with you. But while you in my house, just like anything else, while you in my house,
we're gonna do that. We go by my rules.
Hey,
simple as that. Till you get grown, then you can get out on your own. Ain't no two queen gonna run no castle.
Ain't nothing wrong with that. You know what I'm saying? That's only fair.
Shit.
So that's my take on how I feel about it. I think that is programming behind it. I think that is definitely an agenda that's aimed directly at our kids more than I've ever seen in my lifetime.
Man,
it used to be about protecting the kids, and it used to be all kind of little movements.
Man, when you get companies like Disney behind this, a lot of this.
There used to be movements and organizations and stuff that used to, be for saving the kids and helping the kids.
Right. Like Dare. Remember Dare?
Yeah,
all that. Lock, key, all kind of stuff was out there. Now it's, oh my God.
And
I never thought I was living to see this.
To go from them days to now, you seeing the children predicated on, they victims, and it's like,
and it's so sad. It's so sad because so many of these parents is just, I don't know what you say to them, how you get the point across to them. You know what I'm saying? How do you get the point across to them to start?
I couldn't imagine.
The kids are not learning in school. They're falling below average.
I can imagine being a kid right now.
Man, they're not learning anything. They're just they're smoking weed more. That mean all kind of shit they doing that we wouldn't do.
We got another topic. Was about like, the youth right now need help.
Yeah.
Because I see a lot of them in customer service.
Oh, that's a
I know.
whole. Woo! Well, we're gonna ask people what was they worst.
Nowadays,
Yeah,
because it's a
It's
big
crazy.
difference. It's a difference
yeah, it's crazy.
from how it was just 5 years ago. We didn't even
Yes.
say back in the day. Just
Yeah, just a
5
couple
years,
years ago. It was totally different, man.
compared to now. My. And I see a lot of the kids in these customer service roles, and it's just like they just don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
Don't give a fuck, man. And it's a reflective of, in my opinion, it's a reflective of if that's the service that we're getting as a
Right.
society, we pay for that type of service, then that's a reflection on where we're at as a society in general.
Yeah.
You know, you hear my voice, I'm starting to get that very white.
What's wrong?
I don't know, I'm tired.
Is it 9 o'clock?
It's we got 4 minutes and
4 minutes, you
2
guys.
seconds. Goddamn. Oh yeah, I'm whining on.
So, yeah. You guys, if you looking for something to do, come out here to Las Vegas. It's March Madness spring break.
It's going down.
Huh?
It's going down. It's gonna be cloudy this weekend, but then after that, man,
We got clouds this weekend.
it's gonna be cloudy. But still gonna be like in the 70s. Yeah, but it's when it's cloudy, it's
No, it's gonna be in the
hazy,
60s.
Is it?
It's gonna be in the 60s.
I thought it was gonna be 70.
No, it's gonna be adding to it.
Look on your thing.
No,
Look on your computer.
no.
It's gonna be 70. But cloudy. But either way, it's gonna be thick. But after this weekend, rest of March, moving on into April, boy, it's about to go down on her, baby. You hear me? What do you say?
I know it rained today, goddammit.
Yeah, it did. That's today. But I'm telling you, it's going down though.
I was looking for the whole
Y'all gotta
thing.
pull up. Now's the time to start coming to Vegas. You feel me?
10-day forecast. Wednesday, 65 and low 40s, a high 40s.
Damn.
Thursday, 63, 44. Friday, 59, Monday. 59
Right.
with 49 at night. Saturday, remember the guy told us Saturday is 60 with rain and clouds. So I don't think we're gonna be doing
Too much.
this weekend.
We
With
won't
the
be
weather
going,
being
we
like
going
it
down
is.
there. Saturday is raining.
Yes.
Oh,
Saturday
damn.
is raining. And
Not
Sunday is partially cloudy.
So we can do Friday on this Friday. Shit.
It's raining Saturday.
Friday.
We can do Thursday and Friday.
I ain't doing no Thursday.
Mm-hmm.
Friday's gonna be cold in the motherfucker.
All right.
Well,
That's this. The what's it called?
I got something in my head. Anyway, man, we up out of here, man. We're finna get out of here. You got any announcements to make?
Nope.
You sure?
I'm sure.
Alrighty. Well,
I talk about what I want to talk about.
You got it off your chest plate.
Yeah. Y'all look for us next Tuesday. Make sure y'all subscribe, push the notification bell,
That means
and leave a comment.
when that start coming out right there on your nail, that means you need a.
Hello.
Huh?
We can
Say what?
get on.
We out of here. We got 40 seconds, man. I got a question for you.
What?
If you see this coming up, does that mean that you need a manicure?
I guess you probably do. Last time you had one.
About 4 years.
Okay.
5 years.
All right.
All right,
done?
y'all. We up out of this thing. Holla at y'all next week. I'm your boy Squeaky Leak the Entertainer.
And I'm your girl, Angel Mary.
And together we are
On Point Media.